Hey you guys, I hope you are doing well. I wanted to start this new channel, this new YouTube channel to actually document my and my family's journey to quote unquote blaxit or to moving abroad. And the thing is that I've always been interested in, looking at YouTube channels where people move abroad and all of that. But what I've noticed in a lot of these videos and a lot of these channels is that they are not taking you at the beginning of the journey, like when they decide on the destination, when they do the research about the destination, is usually when they're already there. And I wanted to be able to take you guys through the process because I'm not all set on the destination yet. I know my husband and I know where we kind of want to go, but we are not set in stone. So I wanted to share that part of the journey and that it's not all set in stone. There are so many things that we don't know yet. We don't know the dates, we don't know the destination, we don't know. We're still researching, or I should say I am still researching because it's more something that I'm more pressing for than my husband. And so that's the main reason why I wanted to create and start this new channel. I have another YouTube channel that has nothing to do with this, but I mean, in a way. But I wanted to document that journey. So what are the motivations for me to move to leave the US? There are different motivations. I think the main motivation is to really change from the routine, change from the day-to-day routine of eat, sleep, work type thing, and the mundane. Like you get into a certain routine, and then you're like, okay, you want more excitement, you want something different. And I grew up in a different country. I grew up in Morocco, and where you have a crossroad of different cultures. And then I've been in the US for I think 17 years now. And so it's been a little bit of the same, to be honest. And so I kind of miss that the being in different environment where people speak different languages, where I mean, Houston is a little diverse, I would say, but still, it's not the same. So I wanted to experience that more, and I want my children to be able to speak another language, to learn another language. Growing up, my brothers and I, we French is our first language, so at home we speak French. On TV, we watch TV in Spanish. We went to church in English, and then in the streets, Morocco, it's Arabic. So four languages growing up, and my kids only speak English. I know I should probably make the effort to speak to them in French. It's harder than I thought, but I should do that. I should speak to them in French for sure. But I want them to be immersed in another culture where they naturally can learn another language or two, right? So that's another reason why. Another reason that is really more and more important for me is everything nutrition. Everything nutrition, because you realize how much junk we eat here, and I crave being able to eat organic food without having. It's funny because here I feel like when you eat organic food, it tastes horrible because you're so used to eating junk food, junk fruits, right? And instead it's full of pesticides and all of that. And so it's just so sad that the organic is like 10 times more expensive and doesn't. So being able to be in an environment where organic food is more of a norm and where it doesn't have to cost a fortune to eat natural food. Okay, growing up in Morocco, I mean, sure, there's more and more um, MGO type of food, but still at the core, we eat pretty healthy, natural food, right? And it's easily accessible, not like in certain areas here where the norm is just like junk food and highly processed food and all of that. Anyway, so nutrition is also a major reason for me to be able to go somewhere else where you don't have where access to natural food is it's a lot easier. Another reason is just opportunities for growth, opportunities to contribute, opportunities to invest, opportunities to see something different, and yeah, so that's another major reason. And also, when it comes to choosing the place where we would go, we have a preference for the continent of Africa. We have a preference for that because we are both originally from the continent. My husband originally from Cameroon and me originally from the Congo, even though I grew up in Morocco. And we want to go somewhere where our US dollar money is going to go a lot further than, for example, in Europe. That's going to be a more like equal type thing. But we want to go somewhere where we have a personal connection to. So we figured that that would be a good reason to go. So, like I said, we're not set in the destination yet. But what I can say, I have my top three choices. I have my top three, and my husband has his top three as well, and they are not the same. Well, yeah, one of the destinations is a common destination, but like I said, I wanted to start before we are all set because I wanted to take you guys on that journey of how we decide, of how we do the research, and I have highly researched. I've done a lot of research on my top destinations so far, and that's why I'm really leaning towards that one. The third destination, third choice for me, I know it pretty well, so I haven't done a lot of research on it. And the second destination, I can do a lot of research on it, and I can rely on other people to tell me reliable information on that. Okay, so what are my top three destinations? Um, I'm gonna share my husband's top three as of yesterday are South Africa, and I don't know which order. South Africa and Cameroon. Those were his top two for Africa, and then his third one was actually in Europe, was the Netherlands. So for me, my top three, and like I said, we have one in common. So my top three are Cote d'Ivoire, which is top one, top two Cameroon, and then top three would be Morocco. And completely different reasons why I choose these top three. Ivory Coast because the development, infrastructures, and all of that, because of my best friend lives there, because of the culture, very welcoming to foreigners, because it's a different language, it's French, and I want my kids to speak another language, like I said earlier, and I'm fluent in French, so not a problem for me and my husband, he speaks French too, but a great opportunity for our kids. Cameroon, same thing, less economically advanced than Cote d'Ivoire, but because of my husband's family there, that will be an extra support. Um, in an environment that he's familiar with. I'm not familiar with Cameroon because I've never been there yet, but I've visited Cote d'Ivoire before once. And again, the language, French, which is predominant language in Cameroon, so that will be great for our kids. Number three, Morocco. Yes, Morocco because it's in a way it's home for me, and your dollar can go really really farther than in Ivory Coast than in Cote d'Ivoire. It would be a great opportunity for my kids again to learn. They can learn Arabic, they can learn French, they can learn Spanish, depending on where we would go. For Morocco, I would ideally be in. I don't know. I haven't really thought about it. I grew up in Tangier, and that's not where I would ideally want to move to. I would probably want to move to Rabat, to Casablanca, not Marrakesh, but probably Rabat or Casablanca as of now. And so they would definitely learn French and Arabic too. So those are my top three for now. And like I said, we're not set yet. I've done a lot of research on Cote d'Ivoire. It's my top one. Um, Cameroon number two because family. I know that we have that support system there already. And number three, Morocco, because it's a country that I know. I grew up there. I was born and raised there, so it would be an easy yes for me. Like I said, my husband and I have Cameroon in common in our top three. Now it's going to be about what we're going to choose. And we don't know yet when. That's why I wanted to start documenting this. That way, I don't know, maybe it's not going to be in a few months from now, 6 months, 12 months, who knows. But it's in progress. And so I wanted to be able to document that. All right, well, thank you for watching this first video. Hopefully the first to many, many more. And I appreciate you being here. Make sure you like and subscribe to this channel so that you can see our journey and come along so we can take you along on this wonderful journey as we move abroad. All right, I'll talk to you soon.